trees, but he sees value in that thing. You give that thing to him, and then the thing would reflect his mentality in no time. What he sees in his mind. Let me show you something. You are seeing bush, but in the person's mind, that person is seeing value. Maybe he's seeing a great church auditorium. He's seeing a great company. He's seeing a great industry. Very soon, when you give him that land, the land will turn out. This is what he will do. He will exchange what is in his mind for what? For that bush you are seeing. So very soon, that industry he sees in his mind will be what will be standing on that bush. Very soon. But you see bush in your mind and bush physical. But he sees physical bush, but in his mind, that physical bush is an industry. So he just exchanges it. That's all. And in no time, it's no more a bush. You see a great industry standing up. And the very place you didn't want to even get a land, very soon you'll be rushing for it. And you would not even get it anymore. There were places in Accra people did not even want to move to. People did not want to. Some time back, Spintex was the place nobody. No, if you are traveling to Spintex, as if you are going to Cape Coast. Bush here, trees there, throughout. But now Spintex is up. So I don't remember the last. Maybe, but I passed through Spintex recently. It's amazing. The whole place is transformed. And now you can't get a property. You can't get a property in Spintex. You cannot. So what's the difference? These men saw the things you are seeing there right now. They were in the minds of men. They have exchanged it for the bush you were seeing that you didn't want. So recognize value. Recognize value. Don't just appreciate things because that's an attitude of or it's a thermometer lifestyle. When the conditions are cool, we are cool. When it's hot, we are hot. When things are okay, we are okay. When things are not okay, we are not okay. Be different. Be different. Determine the kind of atmosphere you want. Be a thermostat. And if you don't like the atmosphere, you change it. And you condition it to the best. That's why, you see, even air conditioners are not just one, what do you call it? Is it Celsius? When you are changing you get me? It's not, they don't give you a fixed Celsius, as in, degree Celsius, as in maybe 10. If you want to change it to 2, you change it. If you want to change it to 11, they give you the liberty to condition it to the exact accurate atmosphere you want. Not just cold atmosphere, but the kind of cold atmosphere you want. That's it. That's how you should be. You shouldn't even just think well. Condition the kind of wealth you want to experience. Condition the kind of health you want to experience. Not just health in the sense of health. Because you can be healthy and once in a while you get sick. Once in a while, but you can also decide, I will never be sick. It's a kind of conditioning. You can decide, I would never allow any issue, no matter the kind of issue it is, I will never allow it to define me. You can. You can also get to the point where, you are moved once in a while. That's good, but it's still not good enough. There are people, they are moved every time. But there are some people, once in a while, things don't really move them, but once in a while, Charlie, something hits you. But you can get to the point where it doesn't matter the kind of object coming. If it hits you, it does not, because you have conditioned yourself so fine that you determine the kind of atmosphere you function in. So don't just it's been, and you can see these things in our language. You can, oh dear. These things, they are clear in our language. It rains and the weather is, this weather will be good for sleep, You see, it's the conditioning. Why would it be good for sleeping? You see, it's like the weather becomes a bit cold, it looks dull, you get me? Is that not when? Can you sleep in a very hot environment? You can't, cool, it looks dull, serene. And when it rains, it produces that kind of atmosphere. This weather will be good for sleep. And it's a conditioning. So, rain after rain is synonymous to sleep. Do you know how much you are robbing yourself? Thinking like this. Do you know how much you are robbing yourself? Thinking like this. Because in your world, as soon as it rains and the weather is cold, it's synonymous to sleep. This weather, hey Charlie, this weather will be. And maybe you even have to go to work that morning. And you'll be stressed, hey Charlie. The whole mind is conditioned at this weather, they're sleeping. Why can't you think, as I step out today, contracts are going to flow all over the place. I'm going to meet someone and some deals are going. Why can't you think that way? You see, but you are even conscientizing yourself already by the weather that, today. So it's even going to affect your confessions are going to be affected. That's even if you even speak in the first place. Because some just by the weather, they can't even talk anymore. The weather is dull, the mouth is dull, the tongue is dull, the bones, the jaw bones, everything is dull, so they don't even feel like talking. They don't even feel like talking. And when they talk to, then it's going to be negative. I will come with that, this is too cold. When it's hot, it's too hot. When it's lukewarm, it is too lukewarm. Every time, it's an attitude. But when you change your mentality, rain or no rain, your confessions are right. You are expecting great things to be happening. You begin to condition yourself and condition others. Because the very person you might even have to meet that day for that great encounter, he also speaks and things like you. So maybe he's also supposed to move out of the house, and he's also like, hey, Chad, this one that they sleep go be you. Maybe you're supposed to meet that person for something to happen. No. Get to the point you don't condition yourself alone. You condition all those who are in connection with your divine nature and what has to happen to you. So as the person is home and he doesn't want to step out, you are speaking. Today is a great day. Glory to God. I meet the right people at the right places. So maybe that guy is saying, today, Charlie, I wish I could stay home. And maybe he can stay home truly. Then begin to condition his day for him. Because that day he has to meet you. Today is a great day. I meet the right people at the right places. Favor is working for me from everywhere. In the name of Jesus. Then that guy who maybe is stretching. And he says, let me go and see if I can solve one or two things out. He doesn't know that you are conditioning him. The thermostat is conditioning him from the house. So he moves out without you in mind. But then you have spoken how the day should turn out. Pastor saying, today, hey, this weather this week will be. You the one who's supposed to make things happen to you, also say, today's week will be. And how come to work? Unless they agree. So sleep, agreement. Then you are both home, you stay home, then you miss it. Then something that was supposed to, maybe it was supposed to take place today, and then maybe a month's time, it begins to bear fruit. It didn't take place. Then in a month's time, you don't see the fruit you're expecting. Oh God, why me? God, why me? Am I the only one born to suffer? Your suffering, it began from your mouth. Because that's what your mind is full of. Sometimes we wonder why things are not happening. Why things? Because of how, it's a program, unconsciously we say things and we experience the usual every time. And we wonder why our lives are not unusual. Let me go over it again. You see, we have been speaking in a certain way all this while. That's why our experiences have been, there's a usual talk all the time. There's a certain kind of language in the system that generally, as a man, you will speak it. That is why generally there's a generic kind of experience in the system. You know, there's a usual way to expect things as the norm, because there is a certain kind of language in the system. And that's what you've been speaking all this while. So your life will be normal. And you'll be wondering why. God, why? Why is this not happening? Why is that not happening? Why is this not happening? Until you renew the mind, your experiences will never be new. I said until you renew your mind, your experiences will never be new. Let me explain that to you. Because you've been saying the old thing over and over and over. So your experiences will always be old and old and old. But when the mind is renewed and your language and your words, you begin to speak new things, you will start having new experiences. You will. But if you keep saying the usual thing, things are difficult. Why? God, why me? Every time when I do this, it doesn't work. Why is nobody helping me? You know, there is a usual language. Will I get this thing? Will this happen? There is a usual language. So how can you experience something new? You won't. There are people who are not with us today because it rained. That's how easy you are to be manipulated. If rain can keep you from coming to church, it should tell you how easily you can be conned. You didn't get me. If your old man lived a certain kind of life, you understand the word con when I use it. You understand, not con to eat. Just rain, not a flood. Rain has stopped you from coming to church. That's how easy you are to become. It's like a lady who any Tom, Dick, and Harry, when they I love you, yes, I love you, yes. You are so easy. You can easily become. No difficulty when it comes to you. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Yeah, that's how you are. If rain can stop you, rain can just stop you from coming. You are like that lady that any Tom, Dick, and Harry, anybody can just ask you out, and then you are. Rain can stop. Church, rain can just stop you from coming to church. What kind of person are you? You can't have such an attitude and win in life. It's not possible. You know, I'll hit some areas. There are some of you, just a size of a book can stop you from reading. Size. It's too big, it's too big. What a way to think. What a way to think. Some is not even book. It's amazing. When they open WhatsApp and then a message, they open and they read and they just say, read more. You see that someone press read. As soon as they see read more, it's enough to discourage them. They want short, 2 lines, 3 lines, 2 lines. There are some things 2 lines cannot communicate. So what is your worth? What's the value of that thing you want? No, if you really want the thing, no matter how long it is, you will make time to read. What's the worth of that knowledge you want? Yeah, what's the worth of it? Because it's not how big the book is. It's the value I've placed on that information I need. So if the book is an encyclopedia, and I know the worth of the knowledge I need, if I have to read the whole encyclopedia, I will read it for that information. But some of you see that this book here is too big. No. Just the size of a book is enough to discourage them. The size of a book. If I allow the size of a book to stop your progress, the size of a book. Everything you want short. Meanwhile, you want a never-ending progress. You see, the progress that you don't want it short to. It should be an unending stream of progress. Yet everything short. You give them something. They want 2 lines. 2 lines. He wants to see 2 lines. You know. 7 short. Everything you want is short. Everything you want is short. Change your mentality. Change your mentality. That's where renewal of the mind comes in. The problem is your mind. It's a stronghold. You have accepted in your mind that I cannot read things if they are long. I know somebody like. Listen, threaten them with hell. Threaten them with you will leave them on Mars. Rather, if it's long, they won't read it. How can you think that way? How can you think that it's too long? It's too long. It's too long. Everything short. They go for lectures, they want short. Meeting short. No. What's the value of the meeting? If it's worth 10 hours, we should sit 10 hours. If it's worth it. Yeah. If the content of the meeting, what's going to take place, is worth 10 hours, we should. If not, then fine. But if it is worth 10 hours, we should. You know? Renew your mind. Says the little foxes. You'll be shocked that if you will put some of these things I'm telling you in perspective, you'll be amazed the difference you will see in whatever concerneth you. You will be amazed. Change how you think. Change how you think. It doesn't matter the condition of the weather. Progress is not determined by the condition of the weather. You see here, this little rain, you claim is cold. Go to Russia. Where if you a cup of water, you put it down within seconds, it's cold. And people are making billions by the minute. In Russia, you are sitting in Ghana, it has rained, and because of that, you can't move. Yet somebody is in the cold, minus, and is making progress. You see, so the problem is not the weather, it is your mind. Because to somebody it's too cold to step out, to even get some things done. Yet somebody is in Russia and they are doing things and things are happening in Russia. So the weather is not the problem. Your mind is the problem. It's cold in your mind. That's why it's cold on your body. When it rains, I had to conscientize myself with this kind of stuff. Or when it rains, then Charlie sleep go be. I conscientized myself. It got to a time now when it rains and the weather is cold, Do you know what I crave for? Do you know what I crave for when it rains and the weather is cold? Prayer. I'm telling you. I see it as the best atmosphere to pray. For me, it was a conscientizing. I said, no, this is a time I can do some spiritual activities. That's why I'm different. That is why I'm different. Because majority, when it rains, it's we have to sleep. Some they are so detailed about it. They will even change the cover cloth to duvet. Weather has changed. So if they were just putting normal cloth, now they'll change it to duvet. Duvet, that one's heavier. You know, they can unwrap them better. And they change, just the weather can make them change their sleeping position. They were lying down straight. Now they curve like a shrimp. You know you can relate to the things I'm saying. You know it's real. This gone, some didn't want to wake up. When you stop there, you're so annoyed because now there's no excuse not to come to church. To some, those who didn't come in their mind, they still remain. So they are home. Change position, then you care. Weather. You see how the weather, I told you, you are like that lady who anytime the weather is now controlling you. When it gets colder, then you have to change your position again. It's like, you know, you sit back and you can easily take the remote and you are changing the AC. Sometimes that's what nature does to you, but you don't know. You don't know. You sit back and you think you are the one in control of stuff. You change the AC to 14, it's not good enough, 15, 16. You are changing the weather to get cold. But when the weather changes its coldness, then it rather controls you. When it was a bit cold, you know, you were a bit like this. Nature is holding a remote control over you. Then it gets colder and then the rain intensifies. You are like that. ACD, then now you turn more. Then you turn more. Then very soon you are virtually holding your knees and your chest with the duvet over you. And woe unto anybody who calls you around that time. Woe unto anybody who calls you around that time. And the more you respect the person, the more you won't take it. Yeah. If you don't have much reverence, take it. Charlie, I just sleep or you did it. See, man of God. You know what takes sense. The more respect they have for you, the more they won't take it. He has said it, M-O-G. It won't be Sunday morning. Man of God has called in child. The word child. You look at him. Just take his eyes off. Cool. Be different. There is no way that your mind will be fine and what concerneth you will not be fine. It doesn't work opposite. That's why you need to make time for your mind. Make time and renew your mind. Don't you see? Progress is a result. It's not something you work for. Listen carefully to what I said. I said progress in whatever you are doing is a result. It's not something you work for. People are working for progress. You don't do that. Work on your mind, and the result of it will be progress. Because your progress is like the one who's looking in a mirror. When you look in the mirror, do you see something different? See, when you look in the mirror, you don't see something. You see what you are is what you see in the mirror. So that what you see in the mirror is a result of what you are. Listen, what you see in the mirror is just a result of what the mirror is taking and reflecting to you. So that's it. So what you see that concerning you is a result of how fine it's like your mind looking into a mirror. When your mind looks into a mirror, it's your progress you see. Or your stagnancy, that's all. So what do? Do you work on the guy in the mirror? You work on the guy looking into the mirror. That's what you do. So work on your mind. And the reflection and result will be your experience. That's all. In whatever you are doing, work on your mind. Renew the mind. Don't just follow the conventional way. This is how they do it. Sit down yourself. Take things. Critique it constructively. Critique it constructively. I heard of late there is so much, and it's good, though sometimes it goes to the extreme. There's so much controversy about tithing, and I was listening to some sermons and one man of God who, you see, these are people who think constructively, and he was making some statements about things that have been said in the church. If you are not thankful, your tank will not be full. In the church, some things have become, if you don't tithe, your destiny will be tied. Some things have been said, but do you sit down and then critique these things? Not because you are disrespecting the man of God who said it, but because you want to come to a conclusion for yourself personally. Are these things just philosophical or they are the truth? By the conventional way, there are people who have believed this stuff. If you don't tithe, your destiny will be tight. If you are not thankful, your tank will not be full. All sort of, they sound wise. They sound wise, but they are not. 1 week without prayer makes 1 week. One is WEK, one is WEAK. 1 week. All these things are not true. But these are the things people are shouting amen to. It's a lot. I don't use them, so I don't know how. I would have given you a lot. Yet, if you don't pray, you become a prey. See, it sounds very deep, very philosophical, very deep. If you don't pray, P-R-A-Y, you become a P-R-E-Y. And you are saying amen to this stupid stuff. Amen. If you have already you have concluded I'm a prayer, I'm being answered. Yeah, that's what you are saying. Meanwhile, yourself, you don't pray. Yet you are saying amen to such a statement. Let the gospel be your interpretation of everything. So what really matters is, do you know what the gospel is? That's what matters. Because if you know what the gospel is, that's what you would use to interpret whatever people say. Singing all sort of, do something new. Hey. You don't even believe you're a new creature, yet you want God to do something new. You didn't even hear what I said. You should do something new in your life. Do something new in your life. Sometimes people are singing and they are touched. Something new. Do something new. The new things he did 2,000 and something years ago, you've not found out. Yet you want something new. Simple revelation. If any man is in Christ, he's a new creature. You can't even accept that. You can't even accept you're a new creature. You can't accept that. You can't accept that. Something happens. Hey. We are humans, so we are humans. We are humans. That is how I know you don't even accept that you are a new creature. You sit in church and maybe you say I'll preach it and all that, but then say, hey, we are all humans, so we are humans. Nothing new is going to happen to the human. Because he's an old man. Everything he would experience has to be old. So how can he experience something new? All that he has done. Make time and then receive it. You said no, yet you are asking God to do something new in your life. You can sing it with the sweetest voice. It won't make a difference. I'm telling you. Renew your mind. Renew your mind. Don't think the conventional way. And let me tell you how you get to know if your mind is really being affected by the things you are hearing. Not when you heard it. When you find yourself in the conditions that should provoke such thoughts, and then you don't allow those thoughts to prevail. That is when you know that your mind is being renewed. Not because you are just sitting here and I'm speaking. You'll be amazed. I will say all these things with clothes, and some people, it's still a stronghold in their mind. The kind of family they come from. You know, it's not to say here, we've told him, if any man is in Christ, he's a new creature. John 1:12. We've said it. That not born of the will of a man and a woman, you know, of the flesh. But we've said all this, yet he's still entrenched in his mind that I come from this family. You know? And he looks, they'll say, look back. You know, look back and see where you are coming from. Look back. So they look, and mother, nothing to write home about. Father, nothing to write home about. Extended family, nothing to write home about. And unconsciously, it's become a consciousness to them. You know, so they interpret everything based on that kind of information. So when things are not really working for them, they're like, so we don't come from a privileged home. And they interpret everything based on such a mindset. And you are expecting a different experience. It won't happen. Look back to where? The condition of my biological mother and father is not a factor. Whether they are wealthy or poor is not a factor. I do not originate from that family no more. No more. Let it settle in your mind. It will make a great difference, I'm telling you. Because most of the decisions we make and all that, maybe it's not conscious. It doesn't come to your mind that I'm not from a good home and all that. I'm talking from the natural. I'm not from a good home. It doesn't come back. It's a programming. That is how your mind is functioning. So you are even going for an interview. You are like, you know, it's a programming of the mind. It might not come clearly. I'm not from a good home. I'm not from this. My father, we don't know anybody. But that is how the mind is working. So as you are going, there is that unsurety. Will I even get this job? You know, because of how you think, unconsciously it is reflecting in everything you do, unconsciously. Unconsciously. So you find yourself, interpreting everything. And that's what I'm saying, man. Because you know that when I think it has to do with the computers. Whatever we do ahead, it's just numbers, right? 0, 1, 0. Whatever you are doing, but then you don't see the 0, 1 will come and then it will change into the word. But it's a programming in a way that's how it is. So for some of us, the kind of homes we come from and all that, it's the 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 to us. So whatever he's doing in life, whatever he confronts, that is the programming of it. So he's getting into marriage, it is being programmed by the kind of background he comes from. He's looking for a job, it's a programming from the background he comes from. Even when you are favoring them, they are even receiving it based on the kind of background they come from. There are people, the mind is so poor, they can't even receive. Yeah, the mind is so poor, they can't even receive. It's a mentality. The rich love gifts. Maybe you don't know. The rich love gifts. Yeah. Wealthy people, they love gifts. The poor beg for it, or they can't receive it. Oh, it's like he's not used to it. He's not used to it. Train yourself. I'm not saying everything you take. No. I have to explain all these things because it's a challenge. There was a guy who was put into a room. And it's true, it's a true story. I can't really recollect who. I think I heard it from a sermon. Boy, Charlie, I think he was a man of God. And he had gone for administration. Ministry was going well, so he was now moving to, So when he went, I think he was, a hotel was booked for him. So the host took him to the place, they showed. Dear God, Charlie, 5-star hotel. If you see the room and the bed. So the man of God said, it's our disposal, relax, tomorrow morning you are finished. So the next day, the man of God, they came from like, oh, how was your sleep? Was the bed comfortable? He said, no. He said, why? He said, I slept on the floor. Why? He says the bed is so Charlie. The bed is something else. So he left the bed because Charlie, you are shocked. You'll be shocked what poverty can do. He slept on the floor. The bed was too neat, too comfortable for him. He slept on the floor. He slept on the floor. Then he left the bed. He slept on the floor. The problem is the mind, it's not the bed, it's his mind. The problem is not the bed, it's his mind. So you see, there are some things you are not experiencing not because they are not happening. They might be happening, but you cannot receive them because of how you think. There are people who want to experience the blessing of the Lord. It's not that God hasn't blessed them. They can't receive it like the man he sees the bed, he says, no, this bed here, it is not my level. Then he slept on the floor. Some people, they see the blessing of God, it is not my level. It is not my level. Renew your mind. I have made up my mind. I am going to minister to you in the finest way that When I was coming this morning, that was all I was saying to myself. You get me? I should. The condition I want you to be in should be as fine as my words I communicate to you. So I want to be so much on spot that I shouldn't miss anything that would make you what God has made you. I shouldn't. As a minister, that would be my greatest achievement. That I communicate what God wants me to communicate. That will make you what He has made you. My boast at the end of ministry should not be how big auditorium we have built, how many branches we have. No. How much maybe material wealth. No. It should be how well I communicated accurately the gospel. That's why I'm so practical about the things I say. Yeah, because some are remembered for the miracles they did and all that. No, it should be words. That if God would have spoken, He wouldn't have said anything different. So when you see me passionate about some things I say, I know. Let me show you something. I need 3 people. Kindly be on your feet. And you should have the Bible. Okay, 4. Open to Romans 1:17. Galatians 3:11. Hebrews 10:38. And then Hebrews 2:4. Romans 1:17. Galatians 3:11. Hebrews 10:38. Hebrews 2:4. All right, listen carefully. All right, read it. The first one.
Romans 1:17. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith. As it is written, the just shall live by faith.
All right, read the next one.
Galatians 3:11. Now that no man is justified by the law before God. Before God is evident, for the righteous will live by faith.
Read.
Hebrews 10:38. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
All right, the last person.
Hebrews 2:4. God also buried them with us, both in sons and daughters, and with diverse powers, and gifts of the Holy Spirit, according to His own will.
According to His own will. All right. Amazing. You read Hebrews 2:4, right? Okay. I'll show you something. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus. They all read something, right? What particular thing do you see being repeated over and over and over, and all that they read? You read it, so let me ask somebody else. Or they should read it again. Should they read it again? Sorry, I made you read Hebrews 2:4. Sorry, it's Habakkuk 2:4, not Hebrews. Hold on, don't. Okay, you read. I'll start from here. Listen carefully. Read yours.
Habakkuk 2:4.
Listen carefully.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright, but the just shall live by faith.
Read yours.
Hebrews 10:38. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Read yours.
Now it is obvious that no one is justified in the sight of God by the law, because the righteous will live by faith.
Read yours.
For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith. As it is written, the just shall live by faith.
What did you keep hearing? Over and over and over. He says the just, which is the righteous, shall live by what? The just shall live by what? The just shall live by what? Do you know what faith is? Faith is a kind of knowledge. So he says there is a knowledge for the righteous. And that is what I want to communicate to you, because you are the righteous. So you need that kind of knowledge to live by. I said faith is a kind of knowledge. It says the just shall live by faith. And you know, he says faith cometh by hearing, right? And hearing what? Faith cometh by hearing. That's why I said faith is a kind of knowledge. Because how do you receive knowledge? Hearing. Sometimes reading, right? But then hearing. Information. It says faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So for the just to live by faith, he should have experienced what? Hearing. It says faith cometh by hearing. He says the just shall live by faith. How does he get that faith? He says faith cometh by hearing. And I told you, the quality of what you experience is the quality of your mind. And your mind is the composition of knowledge you have received. That's simple. And you know what he said? He says in the last days, Daniel, in the book of Daniel. Let me show it to you. Daniel 12 verse 4. He says, in the last days, knowledge shall abound. He says, in the last days, knowledge shall abound. So the will of God for you, the quality of life you would live, it is coded in knowledge. That's all. So you, the righteous, he says you will live by faith. You will live by faith. It's that simple. So, if there is anything you should be doing, what should it be? If anything should matter to you, what should it be? Receiving, not just anything. The kind of knowledge coded for the righteous. That's all you should be doing. Because that is what you will live. It's that simple. So you shouldn't be out there trying to do this, trying to do that, your focus should be what? Receiving knowledge. Receiving knowledge. Receiving knowledge. And the picture of your life will be a reflection of the knowledge you have received. How simple can it be? So simple. So simple. Alright, you can see. So, all these desires and all these things you have been brooding over, all the desires and all that. Listen, it's simple. If you want to see them manifest, if you want to see the reality of it, if you want to have the experiential, tangible reality of all your desires, which seem to be, some idealistic thing. All you need to do is to what? Receive knowledge. That's all. Because the just shall live by faith. And I told you, faith is a kind of knowledge. So if you want your life to be a life of faith, what do you do? Just get the kind of knowledge. That's all. That's simple. It's that easy. Anything you can think of. Anything you can think of. Anything from your wildest imagination to anything you can think of.